According to the worldcounts.com, each year 3,570,000 of people die because of the diseases that caused by sewage water. Sewage water causes a lot of diseases such as typhoid, malaria, and cholera. Many people don't have enough amount of water to drink, and they die because of thirsty and the diseases that caused by sewage water.
When toxic objects, such as heavy metals, goes to the drinking water by the rain that animals and plants grown by, animals will get sick and plants will be toxic. As a result, humans will also be sick by eating these plants and animals that affected by the sewage water. Even with costly sewage treatment, using water to carry away waste is often not sustainable and can lead to problems such as contamination of drinking water sources downstream, contamination of land where people live and farm, loss of nutritious resources, filters for farming, the contamination of water sources used for drinking, bathing, and farming, and bad smells. The sewage system also causes health problems when different kinds of waste are mixed together, such as when factories dump toxic chemicals into sewage systems. This contaminations makes the treatment and safe reuse of water waste very difficult. The safest low-cost way to manage sewage is to treat it close to where it is produced and then to allow the water to absorb into the soil.
I'm Dr. Mohammed Hassan. I work at the Shores General Hospital, General Teaching Hospital. I'm a second-year doctor here, chronic, junior house officer. We've had some questions from the university asking about the types of diseases that sewage water causes. One of the first question that we received is which stomach diseases does the sewage water cause? Sewage water, as we know, is pollution from human waste. So many of the diseases that are caused affect the stomach, the small intestine, and the large intestine. Some of the stomach diseases that we have in Kurdistan are ones like H. pylori, which is caused by a bacteria, Heliobacter pylori. Schistosomiasis, which is a parasitic disease. Intestinal malaria can also be caused by sewage water. Typhoid fever, which is also very common in Kurdistan region. And hepatitis A, which is a disease of the liver. These are some of the diseases that can be caused by just sewage water itself and the pollution and the dirty water that people can take in to their body. The second question is what kind of skin diseases this sewage water cause. Sewage water is also, again, just has a lot of human product. So many of the diseases that we see are fungal diseases that will grow on the skin, on the neck, on the underarms, and on the feet as a fungal growth. This is just some of the small diseases that it can cause. There are also other diseases, but that's deeper, and a dermatologist, he has more information on what diseases it causes. The last question is what are the easy ways that people can do things to protect themselves from sewage water problems, or solve these problems that they have. The number one thing is prevention of these diseases. So the way to prevent these diseases is obviously practicing good hygiene, avoiding sewage water consumption, not eating sewage water, not drinking sewage water, not eating vegetables that have been contaminated with sewage water, for example, vegetables that have not been properly washed, cooking under the right temperatures, cooking something to a certain degree so that the bacteria will die. Also, filtration systems in our country, in Kurdistan, are not very professional. So one of the ways to avoid becoming sick is to filter our water further and have further foundations that will provide purified water, clean, purified water without these diseases and that is safe to drink. These are usually the ways to avoid, the easy ways to avoid. So if you think you're going to be contaminated, try drinking, from a bottled water. Try drinking from closed containers. Heating water, you can boil water to a certain temperature so that the bacteria and the organisms have died, and then you can drink the water. These are the simple ways that you can solve sewage water problems. And that's all the questions that we have. Hopefully, that explains, that clarifies some parts of the questions that they have asked. And I was glad to answer most of these questions.
According to Virocon, solution for microbiology. The microbiology of wastewater treatment would be possible without microgerms. Wastewater treatment plants are huge microbiological powerhouses where microgerms are responsible for the conversion of compounds and degradation of pollute. Disturbance of the plant are usually based on disturbance of its microbial process. Therefore, knowing the plant's microgerms and thus being able to control its process in action instead of reduction, direct insight into the wastewater treatment plant and monitoring its bacteria population allow profit, interviews and action before process problems make a obvious impact.